SureCart handles checkout, but what about browse abandonment, SMS campaigns, or customer segmentation? Today, I'm connecting Omnisend to unlock the full marketing toolkit your SureCart store is missing. Let's set it up. So the first thing we have to do is go to Omnisend and connect a store. So I've set myself up with a free account in Omnisend. And once you've set up your free account, you will be looking at this page here where it says Connect a Store. So we're going to click on Connect Your Store, and you'll see here we have a bunch to choose from, and we're going to be selecting the SureCart option here. So we'll select that, and then it's going to give you instructions on what to do. So there are two plugins that you'll need. Obviously, you're going to have SureCart already installed on your WordPress website. And the second one is to install the Omnisend plugin. So we'll have to do that. So let's go over to our demo website here. And I'm going to go over to plugins. And you'll see I have SureCart installed, and I'm going to go over to add a plugin, and I'm going to search for Omnisend. We're going to have two options here: email marketing for WooCommerce. That's not the one we want. We want this one here: newsletter, email marketing, SMS, and pop-ups by Omnisend. We're going to click on install now, and then we're going to click on activate. Okay. So then we're going to go back to our integration directions here, and it's going to say, hey, copy this API key and paste it. So we're going to click on copy, and we're going to go back over to our demo website. You'll see here that it's been installed, but we have to go to where it says home here under the Omnisend email marketing, and you'll get this option here that says connect Omnisend. So we're going to click that button there, and we're going to get some directions here. Now we've already created an Omnisend account, a free one, and we've got an API key, so we don't have to create one. So all we're going to do here in step 3 is we're going to paste in the API key that we were provided. And we're going to click on Connect Omnisend. And then we're going to have a connection success. And then we can go to Omnisend if we want, or we can explore Omnisend add-ons. And if we go back to Omnisend here, we can go down here to step 3 and click on Check API Connection. And we should see we are now connected. So all is looking good there. Before we continue, a big shout out to Omnisend for sponsoring today's video. And honestly, this is why I'm using them for this tutorial. Omnisend is powerful without being clunky. I've tested a lot of email platforms, and most either overwhelm you with features you'll never touch, or they're too basic to scale with. Omnisend hits that sweet spot. Experts trust it, beginners nail it. And here's the part that matters. Omnisend customers see an average ROI of $68 for every dollar spent. That's one of the highest returns in email marketing. Plus, if you're comparing it to something like Klaviyo, you're getting similar features for up to 60% less. Marketing shouldn't come with a luxury price tag. Oh, and everyone gets 24/7 support no matter what plan you're on. So if you get stuck at 2 a.m. building a workflow, someone's actually there to help. If you want to try it out, I've got a link in the description and pinned in the comments. Our next step here is to go to the Explore Omnisend add-ons, because there's an important plugin that I don't want you to miss out on, and that is an add-on for SureCart. And if we scroll down here, keep on scrolling down, and you'll see one here called Omnisend for SureCart add-on. And we want to add this add-on because it enables better customer tracking, and it also adds in 2 checkbox options to our checkout page. So we could click on add this add-on, and this will take us over to the plugin repository in WordPress, or we could go back into our plugins here inside our demo website, click on add plugin, and we want to do Omnisend SureCart, do a search for that, and we'll see it here. So we want to click on Install Now, and we want to click on Activate. And you'll see here it says Collect subscribers at checkout. So we can have them opt into marketing emails, not just transactional emails when they buy something, but also marketing emails. So that's an important thing not to overlook. So we can add in an email opt-in, and we can add in a phone number for SMS notifications. So we can add those two there. We can pre-select the opt-in checkbox if we want. Let's keep it unchecked, and you can change what message you want in these two boxes here, but we're just going to click on Save Changes for now. And you notice down here, we also have a sync status that is now finished once we clicked on Save Changes. And what it did, it synced up their products, the orders, and the customers that it had in our store. And so that is now synced up. So anytime a new order comes in from a customer, it'll automatically be going over to Omnisend. Now let's go through a test checkout here and make sure our little checkboxes are there in our checkout, and also make sure our customer information is being added to our Omnisend account. So I've got a custom checkout page here, all set and ready to go. It's got my email address already in there, and it's got my default name in there from previous purchases. But you'll notice here that we've got our 2 opt-ins now in here, and that's thanks to that additional add-on that we put in. So I can check these off, email me with news and offers. I can check this one off, and we are in test mode. So let's click on purchase for $9 here and make sure our data is getting synced over to Omnisend. And we'll click on continue here, and let's go over to Omnisend, and let's go over to audience, contacts. And you'll notice that we have 9 contacts in here, but only 1 email subscriber. And those 9 contacts are all what was imported from our store. So it all synced up with our customers. Of course, they're all fictitious, but you can see here that they're non-subscribed. They're just transactional because they didn't opt into email marketing, except for Susie Q here, who just did a test mode in our checkout and now checked off that they want to be subscribed. So they are now subscribed in our audience list. And you can see here, we've got our revenue, we've placed 2 orders, and you'll notice that it says subscribe to marketing, that we've opted into the email marketing channel here, and that we paid for $9 with this particular order. So all of that was synced over from SureCart directly into Omnisend. So with our data flowing in, we can now create automations based on real store behavior. So let's go ahead and set up an abandoned cart automation in Omnisend. So we'll go over to the automations tab, and it's suggesting already that we should set up an abandoned cart workflow. And so we'll click on preview and start workflow. It says turn on the abandoned cart workflow. So they've already got it set up for us, and we can click on start workflow. That's how advanced Omnisend is. You don't have to set it up. It already intuitively knows to do it for you. Now you could go and click on show my workflows, and then we can tweak it if we need to, but it's already enabled. It's already set for us, but let's go take a look and see what we've got. So it's saying customers enter the workflow when my add to item cart, and it tells you what the trigger is. Start the workflow after added product to cart wasn't updated for 1 hour. So after 1 hour, they will get an email. And our email has already been created. It's already got our name in there. It's already got an email address. We haven't set up a business one yet since we're just testing this out. But it's already got our subject line in there, pre-header, and it's got an email already designed for us. Now, I'd like to tweak this a little bit because it's got logo, add your logo image and things like that. Let's click on edit content, and let's make some changes a little bit here. And we can see here that Omnisend is introducing universal layouts, which is very cool. We're just going to click on got it. And we can save our universal layouts if we'd like. We'll just click out of that. And we want to change out this logo here to my logo. So I've uploaded my logo there, and we're going to click on select, and we've placed it in there. And I think for now, we're just going to keep everything the way it is right now, just for this demonstration. And we'll click on finish editing here. So what's going to happen is it's going to pre-fill in the products that were left in the cart into those blank product components that we saw in that email. So you don't have to touch those. Those will automatically be filled in by whatever the customer left in their cart. So if we scroll down here a little bit, you can see the additional emails that will go out. So this is the first one that we just edited, and then it's going to wait for 11 hours, and then it's going to send out another one. and it's going to wait another 12 hours and then send out a third one. So that's as easy as that. You can go in and tweak those emails, make sure they are up to your brand specs, your colors, your logo, all that good stuff. But we're just going to click on update here and click on close. And we've got our abandoned cart already set up. There you have it. Your SureCart store is now connected to Omnisend. You now have marketing tools that go way beyond basic checkout emails. Test your automations, watch your conversions improve, and let me know in the comments what you're building. And thanks again to Omnisend for supporting the channel. If you want e-commerce marketing that's powerful without being clunky, click the link below and I'll see you in the next video.